Got it right. And then they put no solution and they got it wrong.
Yeah, it came out to a decimal.
So, that's a solution.
Was it 25?
I'll watch.
Oh, I rounded.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. First I distribute to 3. 3x plus 3 plus 4x equals 2x minus 11. How many, this is a same side situation, how many x's on the left side? 7x, good. Plus 3 equals 2x minus 11. What's my next step?
Add the x. Add the x. Subtract 2.
Subtract 2,
7.
subtract 2x. So that gives me 5x plus 3 equals negative 11. Be very careful that you don't forget that negative. A number of kids forgot the negative.
I got it wrong.
Okay? Now I have to do minus 3.
Stress.
Die. 5x equals negative 14. Divide by 5. That's my answer. Negative 14 fifths. Now a lot of kids did all of that work perfectly, and then, Derek, do I have to move your seat? Look forward. They got that answer, and then they went and wrote down there is no answer. That'd be it. Okay? If they wanted to write the answer's ugly, if they want to write, I don't like that answer, those are all valid things to say. Please don't give me an answer and then say, well, there isn't an answer. If you think that's the case, you really need to go into politics when you get older. Okay, those guys are just, they're just hideous. Okay. Right.
I got an answer, but there is no answer.
Or as one politician once said, so help me God, he said that you have to spend money to save money.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely does.
I don't know. You can make a profit. Like you can sell.
No, you're not selling anything. He said, if you spend money, he was speaking of the government, then the government saves money.
Yeah, technically, because you can make a profit on
No,
something.
there's nothing technical about it.
It's
The
just
more money the
stupid.
government spends, the more money the government spends. It
What?
does not mean the more money the government saves.
But what if the government gets like a
There's no
prepaid
if.
card for like $1?
Listen, there's no
James,
if.
just listen to what he
There's no
says.
Okay, next up, Mary and her sister Beth go fly fishing in Alaska. Oh, Mary and Beth have a great life. Mary catches 3 less than twice the number of salmon Beth does. If one day they catch a total of 48 coho salmon, how many salmon did more did Mary catch than Beth? Why is there noise? Alright, I don't know how many Beth has, I'm gonna call that X. I know that Mary has 3 less than twice, so 2x minus 3. And now I can cross all of this off.
First shot.
I thought you were trying to underline that.
Okay, it's very important, it's extremely important that you put information down and that you cross it off so you know what you've used. There were a number of people on the test who got this right, which is really good. There were other people who just tried to use numbers. And the problem with that is that it's highly unlikely you're gonna get it right. What you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you set it up like we just did and that you then write equations. They catch a total of 48 salmon. So that means if I add Beth to Mary, here's Beth, here's Mary, I get 48 salmon. So this is the same side situation. 3x minus 3 is 48. Add 3. 3x is 51. Divide by 3. X is 17. So Beth has 17. Mary has 2 times 17 is 34. Minus 3 is 31.
I put 2.
Now, if you put 2x, it's because you forgot about Beth. And you get 2 points out of 4 if you put 2x. So you got some points. Just didn't get them all. But ultimately, the question says, how many more salmon did Mary catch than Beth? That would be 31 minus 17, which is 14. So the final answer I was looking for was 14. Yes?
I think I did everything except for the 2x times 31 or whatever. Do I still get 4 for credit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So now, next up,
Alright, so I didn't get
which
both.
2 here are parallel? And I'll just go through the ones that are parallel very quickly.
The middle 2.
This equation was y equals 2/5 x plus 2. This is not, because if you divide by 2, you get 5 over 2, and that's not going to be parallel. But look here, if I divide by 5, don't I get the 2/5 again?
Yeah.
And parallel lines have the same slope. So it was the first and the third ones. Over here, you would write down that they are parallel lines, and underneath, don't forget to divide the 10 by 5. You would graph both of those lines. One has a y-intercept of +2, one has a y-intercept of -2. Quickly, Anthony.
I put the first one, and then I put the last one.
Then you're gonna be wrong.
Did I get any credit for the
No.
first one?
Well, it doesn't make any sense. It's got to match. How would 2/5 match 4/5? Okay.
That's true, I did the right one.
Next, the equation of this line. Most people got this one right. They realize that they're going through here. Look, this is the origin here, 0, 0. So the point goes up 3 over 2. Or I should say the slope goes up 3 over 2. So it's the slope times x, y equals mx plus b, y equals 3/2 x, and the y-intercept is +1. For some strange reason, more than you would expect, people wrote +2
Yeah, I
as
did.
the y-intercept. I don't understand why.
Wait, what?
How did I get 3/2? Because I'm going up 3 over 2.
No,
How would you get 2? I don't know. I don't know either. But some people did it. The bottom one was free, so we don't need to talk about that one.
How many
On the
points
bottom
did you
three,
get for that?
alright.
It's 4 points for that one, and you get 4 points for the bottom. If your slope was right, you get 2 out of 4. If your y-intercept was right, you get 2 out of 4. Okay,
Won't get anywhere. I can't pull
so, I'm gonna go to 100%.
it. Yeah, babe.
Now, I'm gonna ask you to read some numbers to me off the paper so I can get this better. Let's see here. First off, this is all about pool water or whatever, pool H2O. This is gallons, and this is time, 0. Each one is gonna be worth 1. I'm just labeling every other one. And up here, I'm gonna go, what did I go up by on my paper? I think I went up by 25s, no, I went up by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, and so on. I can't fit it all on the page right now. So, what was the first pair of points that we had? The input-output pair. What was the first pair according to the problem? Read it, tell me.
I get it.
Come on, after 5 minutes, it had so much in it.
Where is it?
It's
The last question.
the second to last.
Oh, no, here. They take the packet. Oh my god.
I know, but I have to get my glasses on, otherwise I can't read.
Okay.
Okay, so after 5 minutes, it has 220 gallons. So 5, 220.
I think I got that.
And then after 15, it has 340. 15, 300, 320, 340. There we go. That's that back. Now, I'm going to realize that the slope here is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's really up 3 over 5. So I'm going to go down 3 over 5 again, and here's where I'm going to meet. Do not put arrows on the ends. Don't go past the line. Make sure you go all the way to it. So there's my graph and how it should look. How long until the pool has 460 gallons? I'll do that second. How many gallons were in the pool when it started being filled? Started being filled at time 0. This is your answer right here. That's 160.
I put a different graph.
So now, what is it going up by? It's going up by every 5 minutes, it goes up by 60 gallons. Now, I showed you yesterday how to do this with an equation. In fact, I've shown it to you a couple of times. And if you understood it, great, you got it right. If you didn't understand it, I want to show you an alternative technique. We said that at 15 minutes,
Oh, I got that right.
we had 340 gallons. So 15 minutes, we had 340. So 5 minutes later is 20, and then we're going to have 400 gallons, because every 5 minutes we add 60. So then 5 minutes after that is 25 minutes, and we have 460 gallons. And that's what it wanted, 460 gallons.
I put 20.
So, had to be 25 each. I showed you the equation way before. If you knew the equation way, you got it right on this one as well. And then the last but not least was the cookie problem. My personal favorite question. And it said that we have 31 cookies when we start. And then we go down 4 a day. So 27, 23, 19, 15, 11, 7, and 3. Now when I set up my graph, I have to get up to 31, so I'm gonna go up by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33. That's high enough. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
They weren't exactly.
Now, 0, 31 is slightly above 30. Then we go day 1 would be 27. So 27 is right here. So day 1 is exactly on the mark. Now the next one is day 2 is 23, which is right here. Then it's 19, which if that's 18, 19 is a little above that. And then it would be 15, which is a perfect point right there. Then it would be 11, which is about here. Then it would be 7, which is about here. And then it would be 3. And then I draw the line.
I don't have enough time to do it.
And you'll notice that I end up a little bit short of 8. And if you end up a little bit short of 8, that means there are no cookies. There's not enough cookies for you to have on the 8th day. Okay, on which day will he be depressed because he ran out of cookies? Day 8?
Yes,
says
put
that?
that.
Yeah, what's the rate of change? The rate of change is, it's going down 4 cookies a day, so negative 4. How many cookies did you start with? 31. That's what you began with. 0, 31. 0, 31. And then what's the equation? Y equals negative 4x plus 31. That's the equation for the amount of cookies that you have on any given day. For instance, if I plug in day 3, right? If I plug in 3, negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, plus 31 is equal to 19. Look at here. Day 3, 19 cookies. Okay? Now, that's everything that you needed to know for your test. And, you know, like I said, a lot of grades from 55 to about 64, maybe even 68, 67. So the question is, how much better do you want to get?
Oh, wow.
And did you notice questions that you got wrong where now you're like, no, that makes sense, I think I can get that right. And if that's the case, I want to bring you back to the very first thing I said. I said that if you take the test next Wednesday and you get the higher grade, that test will count twice. Think of it as a Christmas present for you. So you will get this test grade, so let's say, Anthony, I have no idea what you got. Let's say you get a 60, okay? And you get a 74 next time. You're gonna get 2 74s put into your average. So no matter what you got last time, the big thing is, did you do some things right? And if you got them wrong, does it now make sense to you as to why you got them wrong? So you don't repeat the mistakes that you made, okay? So, let's see here, period ends in about a minute.
I hope I pass.
You want the
Let's
test
play
back?
some